Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with some bad news, but we also have good news. The bad news, there will be no Rick Shiels today on the Rick Shiels Golf Show. I know, it's bad. But the good news is I'm joined by Ben Wright!
And the people turn off across the country. Boo. I'm just here to sit in the chair. Guy is going to speak to you for the next 40 minutes. And I'm just going to... The camera's going to cut to me occasionally, and I'm just going to be like nodding my head and listening. And welcome to the Guy Charnock podcast.
Do you think people are sat in the car on their Tuesday commute, either sat there thinking, oh yeah, I've got an hour of Ben Wright in my ears?
Absolutely not.
Or are they saying, oh, no, Rick?
I feel like...
Mixture of the two, maybe?
Maybe. Where is Rick?
Rick is on a top secret filming excursion in the United States of America.
Yes,
that's all we can say.
Weirdly, large amounts of people also on a top secret.
Yes, but that is all we can say. But fear not, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to do a remote podcast, me sat here in Salford, Rick in unnamed location in the USA. But as you can imagine, his diary is jam-packed. So we thought, you know what? The olden days, this podcast would just not happened. We'd probably not tell anybody. There'd be no podcast. People would get in the car, get in the treadmill, looking for the Rick Shiels Golf Show, not to find it, and inevitably have their week ruined. Well, fear not. We are here, me and Ben, the subs. We're substituted in. But you know what? I'm very excited because we have got a hell of a lot to talk about. We'll also be here again on Friday with the hit episode, the Pro Shop episode.
Yes.
So 2 doses of Ben in a week, which I think is a good amount.
I'm going to save myself for then. I'm going to be like... I'm going to give like a... It's almost like we're playing in a cup game in football like midweek today for me.
That's
personally.
how you're seeing it?
Yeah, and I'm just going to maybe come on for 60 minutes or 40 minutes and save my legs for Friday, Champions League final kind of thing.
Would you not see it though as that the Tuesday podcast has been here forever? You actually are maybe stepping up from the reserve team to the first team today.
Are you calling the hit podcast a reserve podcast?
Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? Because I love the hit podcast.
Yeah.
I love them both. It's one podcast. It's one podcast, man. You are on the podcast.
No,
anyway.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much for joining me. But we have got a jam-packed episode, and we might have even titled this something along the lines of, would you pay £500 for a round of golf? Because that is something Ben did. He had his unbelievable trip, which we probably were going to talk about on Friday's podcast, but let's do it today. We'll touch on it in a moment. But you had, this weekend, arguably the golf trip of a lifetime, but it came at a cost, which we will touch on a little bit. But
small cost.
A big cost. But busy week in the world of golf, as it always is. Michael Brennan won the Wyndham on the PGA Tour. Michael Brennan has one of the best swings in golf. It is an absolute pure swing.
I'm going to refresh myself quickly with it.
It's so nice. And he's a young guy, 24 years old. There's a bit of a theme to this week's podcast, speaking about age, because at the moment there is a plethora of young, talented golfers doing amazing things around the world. But Michael Brennan won the Wyndham with a total score of 22 under par, and he had the most... What's the word I'm looking for? Almost just consistent week. He had a 66, 65, 63, 64. So an incredible 22 under par.
Yeah.
Won him a smooth $1.5 million. He had a string of 5 birdies earlier on in the round to hold off Bo Hostler, who had a 19 under par tournament. But it was a great tournament. Didn't watch loads of it, but kept my eye on it. Nicely as well. English guy Harry Hall had a T5. He has a guy caddying for him. Caddy Hall.
Oh, that is a beauty of a swing, isn't it?
So pure.
Yeah.
If you've not seen Michael Brennan's swing, I'm sure a lot of you will have done after this weekend, but go and check it out. But yeah, Harry Hall. Do you remember, you might do or not, at the Open this year, I chatted to a young lad who was a caddy. Do you remember that or not? Briefly.
Yeah. Harry Hall's caddy.
So Harry Hall's caddy used to be a member at my golf club. He's from right near me. He is caddying for Harry, and he hadn't had the best, start to caddying with him. I don't think his results were that great, but he had an amazing week. So T5 for him. So congrats to Harry Hall on that. But yeah, strong tournament. We then, again, speaking of youth, maybe not quite in the same, not quite as youthful, but Joaquin Niemann won on Live Golf. Joaquin Niemann, how old do you think he is? Got 5 seconds.
26.
27. You were a year out, but never mind. You were very close.
He doesn't look 27, does he?
No.
In a weird way.
He looks younger in some ways and older in his face, maybe a bit with his beard.
Yeah, I would say he's old. I would think he's like 30.
He's got an athletic physique, though.
Yeah,
he's very, very fast through the golf ball. He won Live Golf Bedminster. Didn't watch any of it, if I'm honest with you. I didn't watch any of the golf this weekend at all, really. I just kept my eye a little bit loose on social media.
I saw one thing from it.
What did you see?
And we briefly mentioned this to you at lunch. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Brandon Grace, maybe.
Oh, what you are, yeah.
And spun off the green just like into the first bit of water. And a fish took his golf ball. That's crazy, isn't it? That. It kind of just, I'll send you a video of it later, but yeah, it kind of like rolls back. Probably, maybe not playable, I would say, but right on the edge of it. And literally just a fish goes, yum, I'll have that. Thank you very much. First time I've ever seen that. But that's all I saw her live.
What balls do you use, do you know? Not sure.
What? Fish V1X.
Very, very nice. But Wacko won with a total score of 16 under par. But what was almost more interesting for me, maybe not more interesting, that's not fair on Joaquin Niemann because he's obviously an amazing talent, won many, many times on Live. But Lee Westwood was right up there. He came tied third, 9 under par. So obviously a guy we filmed with recently, still an amazing talent. But
was that most wins for Wacko, isn't it? In Live history, in its short history.
He's such a talent. But yeah, to see Lee Westwood, up there, it just shows that how talented of a golfer he is. His longevity. He's been playing obviously on the tours for 30 plus years. Was world number 1 back in 2010. But to see him have another good week was solid. Again, I didn't really kind of watch it. I kept my eye loose on the leaderboard. What I did see though, although there's some great scores, at the bottom of the leaderboard, Graham McDowell had a shocker here, 26 over par for the tournament. Yeah,
crikey.
So
that's a lot.
Yeah, that must be quite brutal. But kind of getting through all the golf tour news before we get on to what's really exciting, which is obviously your weekend. 2 more bits I want to touch on. I don't know if you saw, but the PIF London, there's the European Tour, Ladies European Tour had the PIF London Championship this weekend, which was at a golf course we've been to quite a few times at Centurion. There was two really cool things that came from that. First of all was Charlie Hull's course record, 62, 11 under par. And I actually went onto the LET website to actually have a look at the golf course, at what length they played it at. And it was 6,000. Let me try and find it now. It was playing not short, let me put it that way. It wasn't like some stupidly short course. It was par 73, but to shoot a 62 was absolutely incredible. The first round was 74, second round 62. So
wasn't it like 6 strokes better or something than the second best score or something I saw?
I wouldn't be maybe not 6. There was a 66, but it was obviously a few better than the next best score. But the golf she played was just ridiculous, and she picked up 155,000, I think it's pounds, for that. It's a very big prize pot, this tournament. But what was the real story from it, and again, I didn't watch much of this, I kind of kept my eye loosely on it, but Anna Huang, I think you pronounce it, who is a Canadian golfer, she won it with a 22 under par score. But what was arguably more impressive, which I didn't really know much about, if I'm honest with you, I didn't know anything about her, in fact, she's 17 years old.
Wow.
And she's now won 4 times in the LET.
Oh my goodness.
And I think, it's not uncommon in the women's game that the women gets that real peak of their career younger. Yeah. We do definitely see that. But, partly I'm to blame for this and why I want to shout this out. If this was on the men's European Tour, on the DP World Tour, and a player had won 4 times at 17, they would be a household name. Yeah. The Luke Littler of darts almost. Luke Littler is darts.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The golf equivalent of Luke Littler. But yeah, I just had a quick look at her career, and you think 4 wins. She actually won the LET at 16 years old. She's now 17. She's nearly 18. October she turns 18. She's got 4 wins under her belt. You think what an amazing start to her career.
Majors?
No majors yet. I don't think she had the best results in majors, but still, very, very promising star of golf again at the age of 17.
Where is she from?
She's from Canada.
Oh,
she's
nice.
obviously got Chinese heritage, but she's Canadian. One other thing I didn't mention on the PJ Tour as well, speaking of young guns, is Jackson Coyven has made the playoffs on the PJ Tour on the number.
Yeah, I saw.
He came, he's currently 70th position in the FedEx Cup, so he is going through to next week.
Brooks missed out, didn't he?
Brooks missed out.
It's disappointing from him.
It's very much so. So he's going to be at the FedEx St. Jude. Then from there, it's the top 50 get through to the BMW, and then I think it's the top 30 through to the Tour Championship. So, again, another big week from Jackson Koivin. Who knows what we'll see. But what, again, start to his career we're seeing. And then finally, while we're talking on young guns, I don't know. In fact, when I'm saying young guns, what age can you be a young gun to?
I think it's similar to football. Is it like 22 or something? I think once you're past 22, you're a bit of a
so maybe quite
talent.
If we can stretch that to one more year.
Okay.
Frankie Harris, the age of 23, he won on the Corn Ferry. I can't get my words out today.
Corn Terry.
Yeah, the Corn Terry 4. He won on the Corn Ferry Tour, the Pinnacle Bank Championship in a playoff. But his final round of regulation play, he shot a 59, which got him into the playoff. Then won the playoff.
Yeah.
He is now number 29 on the Corn Ferry Tour points list, and the top 20 end the year. At the end of the year, we'll get a PJ Tour card. So it's looking like if he can continue to play well, Frankie Harris, another name to potentially watch out for, will be joining the PJ Tour. But basically, in a nutshell, a long-winded way of saying it, what a weekend for golf. What a weekend for youngsters in the world of golf. And there is an abundance of talent out there. So fair dues.
I'd like to see it in a probably not no time left now, but like a major.
Yeah.
You know, see one of these young talents really come through and sort of leading the line in a major. That would be an exciting time. But it is good to see. I feel like so many household names, isn't there, at the moment? It's nice to see some freshies come through. An exciting time for golf. Very cool.
Before we jump in to your weekend, I've got a bit of a game for you. Now, normally we leave our games for the Friday podcast.
Yeah, this is a very serious podcast on Tuesday.
Certainly if it was an equipment game. But
no,
I'm going to bring it forward a couple of days.
Okay.
So I have got a little picture in front of me from Inside Tour Golf, who you'll know obviously on Twitter and social media.
Very good.
They posted a picture of, and we'll put this picture in the video version of the podcast. We'll send this to Lucas afterwards, of the top 20 players in the world, right?
Yep.
What driver they play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of these I think you will know, bang, you'll know the spec almost because it's such a well-known player. Other ones, I'll give you a bit of wiggle room. So I'm not expecting to absolutely nail every one of them to give you a point. But out of 20, I want to see how many points you can get.
Okay.
So I'll tell you beforehand if I want make and model or just make, or like make, model and type, because there's some that you might say like LS version or whatever. You with me?
Yep.
So let's start. First of all, I'm going to cut you some. I'm going to make it. It's a hard one, but I'll try and make it easier.
There's top 20 on what? Sorry,
in the world rankings. Sorry,
in the world rankings.
Yeah.
So that they're using.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. First one, top 20. Number 20 in the world, Ben Griffin.
Oh, my man.
What driver? And I just want make for this. Or make and model will be amazing, but it's quite a tough one, Ben Griffin, to be fair. So I'll give you a bit of wiggle room. What driver is Ben Griffin using? And if you don't...
This is going to be really tough.
I think if you can get 7 out of 20, that'll be a pass. 7 out of 20 is a pass.
I'm going to... Titleist.
No, that's fair enough. He's actually using a Quantum. Callaway Quantum.
Nice.
Okay, this one I want absolute. I want make, model. Number 19 in the world is Aaron Rye.
Okay. TaylorMade M6.
Bang. That's his first point. Ka-ting! Well done, Ben.
This is scary.
Right, so you're on. Can you remember what score you're on? That's your game. That's your part of the deal. So you're on 1 so far. Number 18 in the world is Michael Kim. Toughie, very toughie.
Michael Kim. Shout out to Michael Kim on Twitter, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolute legend on Twitter.
Oh, is it? Let me just check. It is Michael Kim. I don't know if it's Tom Kim. It just says Kim. Bear with me.
Must be Tom Kim, right? No offense, Michael Kim.
Yeah.
Love your Twitter, but it might not be you.
Oh, flipping heck. It's the Siwoo Kim. We'll get the Kim right in the end. Of course it was Siwoo.
He'll be in a Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond.
Oh, baby. Yes. Sorry, that was bad. Bad from me there. That was Siwoo Kim.
Also, Michael Kim, wow, 19th.
I just saw the Kim. I was like, that was the first Kim that I went to. Okay. It's a tough one.
Okay.
Number 17. Robert McIntyre.
Bobby Mack.
It shouldn't be tough, actually.
Yeah. Just annoyingly, just Nike comes to my head when I think of Bob.
You're on 2. We might have to speed this up a bit. I don't take ages, but you're on 2.
Okay, I'll be quick.
No, don't have to be too quick, but just...
I'm going to go Callaway again.
No. Tight list GTS.
Oh.
Okay, you're on 2.
Bobby.
Number 16, Ludwig Aberg.
Titleist.
Yeah.
GTS.
It's no, should have stopped at it's in a TS. R.
Oh, is
an
he?
oldie. But I'll give you that. JJ Spawn. That's what model. Brand. No. Titleist. Victor Hovland. I would like.
Shrixon.
He's got a Titleist in the bag at the minute. He does use Shrixon, but he's got a Titleist driver.
Oh.
Victor Hovland.
Ping. He's changing all the time.
No,
We
just
speak
go
about this.
with your heart. Go with your heart.
I think he's in a 440 LST at the moment.
Boom, 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 boom.
My
Drop
goodness.
the microphone. You're on 3. John Rahm. The Rambo.
He'll be. Will he be in last year? He's obviously in Callaway. Triple Diamond. He's either an elite Triple Diamond or a Quantum Triple Diamond.
Give you that, Quantum. I cut you off early. This is a very tough one, and if you get it, I will take my shorts off. There you go. I'll do the rest of the podcast, no shorts.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
Justin Rose.
Rosie. What have you got, Rosie?
I'm confident my shorts are staying on. I will take them off.
I'm in between Titleist and Callaway.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to go Callaway.
If you can get the model, I will take my shorts off.
It's a Callaway.
It is a Callaway.
Yeah. Triple Diamond Max.
It's an AI Smoke Triple
it?
Diamond Max.
Oh.
So
I knew he was in Callaway.
I'll keep my shorts on for now, but I
That's
might
fine.
take them off.
Keep it on.
Right, okay.
Please.
You're on 4, I think. So right, you've got 11 left.
I got 5. Aaron Rice, Siwoo,
5.
Ludwig, Hovland, Rahm.
Okay. Quickly then.
Yeah.
Sam Burns.
Callaway, Triple Diamond.
Come on, yeah, bang. Right, we're in the top 10 now. Okay, so this should be quicker. Wyndham Clark. Maybe it won't be, maybe it will be.
Yeah. Oh,
Wyndham
no.
Clark.
Wyndham. God. Titleist.
No,
Yeah.
you're out.
It's a ping.
QI4D. Xander Schauffele. The
Callaway,
brand's a piece of cake.
Triple Diamond.
Yeah.
Triple Diamond. Max.
It is, but what? Can you give me the model, the actual model,
What? Besides Triple Diamond?
the actual, like, franchise of Callaway?
What? I assume he's in an oldie then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI Smoke. I'll give you that one.
I'll give a half point.
Yeah. Okay. Colin Morikawa.
I'm going to go QI40 Core. I bet he's an LS boy.
LS.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you the point
No, that's
still.
fine.
No, Chris Gotterup, number 7 in the world. Tuffy. So Brand will do it. I'll give you Brand.
Titleist.
It's ping. Right. We're getting to the crux of it now. Number 6 in the world.
This is really poor ball knowledge.
It's not
for me.
really. It's tough.
It is
Thomas
really
Fleetwood.
You in? I'm going to go.
Go with your heart.
I think he's Core.
TaylorMade QI 4D LS. No. This is if you get this one, my trousers are coming off. Genuinely, my shorts are off. Russell Henley.
Russell.
I have to take my top off as well.
I think he's Titleist.
He is, but I want full because
GTS.
no, bang, I'm safe. He's in a TSI.
Ah.
Right, this one, I'd like this one in full.
Why is everyone in such old stuff?
Because it just shows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This one, I think you can get it, but it'll take a bit of effort. Matthew Fitzpatrick. He's put his drive in recently, and we spoke about it.
Oh, we did.
Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben.
I think it's Titleist.
No.
Oh.
He went from a tax to a Ping G430, the
Oh,
old model.
I did.
Right, top three. We are wrapping this up with the top 3.
This is terrible. This is a really poor effort.
It's not bad. Number
I am
3 in the
sorry.
world, Cameron Young.
Titleist.
I want a bit more.
GTS
Bit more.
2.
It was a 3. Oh. I'll give you half a point. You can have half a point. The final 2 you're going to get.
Am I?
Well, I don't know, actually. Number 2 in the world, Rory McIlroy.
He's got Core.
He has got Core.
Yes.
TaylorMade QI4D Core, a.k.a. not an LS, not a Max, just the one in the middle. Boom. Number 1 in the world, Scotty Scheffler.
That's tricky.
It's not.
I
Go
don't
with
think
your
he's.
heart. Go
I don't
with
think
your
he's
heart.
LS.
Follow your heart.
I think he could be Core again.
Core what? Saying core this,
Yeah,
core that.
he's
What is he though? What's
with
his
the damn
driver?
blue face.
It's a TaylorMade.
Oh.
What is it? Come on.
He's not got the 4D in the blue, does he?
No.
He's got.
Go with your heart.
But is it a
Follow
10
your
still?
heart. Yes.
Is it still
Yeah,
a 10?
it's in the QI 10 core.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you got there, Ben. I don't know what that proves. It was decent ball knowledge. It was probably as I thought you would
4,
do.
6,
There was some-
8, 9.
That's all right. Roughly 50%.
Yeah, that was tough.
It was tough.
Poor ball knowledge. I apologise on
It's
behalf
okay.
of.
We can forgive and we can forget. But anyway, this weekend, Ben, you just got back from your trip to Scotland. You've played 3 fantastic golf courses, one of which you got on as a guest from one of our listeners. Was it Lewis?
Yeah, shout out Lewis.
Shout out Lewis. Well done, Lewis. I might try the shout out as well myself. I want to play 2 golf courses at the minute. I really want to go back and play the old course at Andrews.
Nice.
Anyone who's a member of the RNA listens, please feel free to reach out on Instagram. Or
Only if you take me as well.
yeah, or I also really want to play Sunningdale. Sunningdale
nice.
Old and
Yeah.
the new course. So again, any Sunningdale members, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram at Guy Sharnock because Ben did it and Ben got to play at Carnoustie. Ben, tell me all about your trip.
Brilliant. Actually, better than I thought it would be. I just, you know what makes me sad? We'll sort of like come to Kings Barnes, right? But it makes me sad that golfers around the world are almost priced out of that experience. It makes me really sad, but I'll come to it. Carnoustie, shout out Lewis, Chris, and Darren, the boys. We sort of split up into two, 3 balls. Leo and I went out with Lewis. Harry and Matt, also from the company, Matt not anymore, went out with his friends, played Carnoustie in some, see why it's called Carnasty now, in the wind. Brutal, the first 10 holes just into heavy gusting winds, 200-yard drivers kind of vibe. Really, really tough. Played off the backs. Really great course though. A lot of history. The finishing stretch were really great. 18, 17.
16 the par 3 was that playing long.
Yeah. I bladed it and it ran all the way up to the green to about 10 foot and I missed a birdie putt, which was cool.
Oh, man.
Brilliant course. Clubhouse is brilliant. Loved every second of it. Shot an 89, so that was pretty good.
Did you see the Simpsons golf shop across the road?
Yes, it was. They've just bought it or something, Carnoustie apparently, and they're turning it into a little museum or something.
Nice.
It's like the oldest golf shop in the
Yeah,
world.
it's one of. I think I don't know if it is the. It's definitely got some history to it. I've been to it before, but yeah,
That's pretty incredible, isn't it? Dunbarney next day, also brilliant. Probably Dunbarney for me is probably the best like overall experience from like start to finish. From like arriving there, like the service. We had caddies for that round. They were fantastic. The clubhouse, the food.
Did you have a shot of whiskey at the start?
Had a shot of whiskey at the start, which
Did
is
you
really
enjoy
nice.
that? Did you think this is
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah.
Is whiskey nice?
Yeah.
But you
Freshen
can't
you up.
taste. Can you taste though?
I can't taste
What
it,
does
but
it
I get a
do?
bit of just burn. Brilliant course. Love Dunbarney. Bit more of a me course, that one. Great time.
I had a poo in the toilet at Dunbarney once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Didn't
remember
play
when
it.
filming with Tom Stoltman. I was walking around and needed to poo quite badly.
And you just went.
And there's a nice little toilet and I pooed in it.
Nice.
So I thought I'd tell you that.
Just most golfers do that in a
Yeah,
mid-round.
it's
Have a little
there.
quick poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant course. Played pretty well around there. Shot 87. Just
Can
had a couple
you
blow-ups.
can you tell good score? Can you tell us how much that one cost?
Dunbarney was free, thankfully.
Oh wow.
So thanks to those guys for
Is
David.
that did Rick pull a few strings or how did that work?
Kind of. It was like people reaching out, like Greenskeeper reached out, and ended up getting in touch with Rachel, who works with David, and they do a lot of stuff for Dunbarney, and
Oh, wow.
they helped us out, which was really nice of them.
Shout out to Dunbarney.
Yeah, fantastic. So, but even that's an expensive round in itself if you're not getting on there for free. I think it's like £350 or something. And then Kings Barnes, I thought the day couldn't get much better. I'd never been to Kings Barnes to film.
Have you never been to Kings Barnes?
No.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
my
went
first
just
time.
blind.
Yeah.
Oh my word! I did
Not
not
really.
know that.
I knew there was a lot of like signature holes,
I didn't know that.
but I didn't realize how good it was going to be.
Well, let's just put this into context a little bit, because part of the talking point, and by the way, with this talking point, what we're going to talk about the price of things, there's no right or wrong. We've asked on the Facebook group, how much would people pay for a round of golf? Because your green fee at Kings Barnes, 0 discount, cost you, Ben, how much?
£486.
Which,
And that's just a standard light rate.
yeah,
that's
and it's
just-
going up next year, I believe.
Yeah, and that's why we wanted to get in this year, because it's going up. Obviously, the Open's there, so not at Kings Barnes, but in St Andrews. So there are obviously going to be more visitors there and a busier time. And
I mean, there'll be some people listening now who shiver at the sound of that, and there'll be other people who've paid that themselves.
Yeah.
And there'll be people obviously in between. When we've asked on Facebook what people would pay, again, there's a complete mix. Someone said, James Packer said, kind of joking, but he said, I'm not good enough to pay more than £40 a round.
Yeah, nice.
Some people say £100 if it's an amazing golf course. Somebody said, Aaron Crosby said he paid £300 to play at Hillside, which is a great golf course. Stephen Wright said in 2015 he paid $500 for Shadow Creek. Jordan Murray says nice. $275 is the highest green fees ever paid for special occasion, special golf course, etc. Chris Toffer, I think his name is, says he's paid £290 for the old course. So there's a complete mixture of prices. And again, there's no right, there's no wrong, kind of no judgment, because it's what you can afford, it's what you feel comfortable paying. Some people might be very wealthy and want to pay a fortune. Some people might not be. Some people might be not have a lot of money but want to go for an amazing kind of adventure. You paid, obviously, a premium price to play an unbelievable golf course. Was it worth it? What's your takeaway from playing that day?
Was it worth it? Yes, absolutely. Like, it's one of those things, isn't it, where at the time when you're paying for it, you're like, this is ridiculous. Like, and I still think it's wrong. It really upsets me that like people who are so into golf, like, is priced out of playing a course like that, because it should be something that anybody that would make the effort to get to St. Andrews for should be able to play it. If that makes sense. It's a shame that people could make an effort to go to St. Andrews and not be able to play that course because of the price. Because it's way better than I thought it would be. It was absolutely phenomenal, the course. The first hole is just like such a scene setter. You know, you're sort of walking down to the first green and it just looks like the back of the green just drops off into the ocean, but you're nowhere near the ocean, really. It was phenomenal. Honestly, every hole was brilliant. The facilities were fantastic. The service was fantastic. The pro shop was incredibly dangerous for my bank account. It was just honestly a fantastic day, and you're almost playing it and you're going, this is amazing. Thankfully, I played really well. I was like 2 over through the front 9 and then finished with an 80. So I'll take that all day.
Mate,
it's a perfect day for me. So really, really happy with that. And then just when you think it can't get much better, you sort of get to hole 11, is it? And you sort of like play that par 4 down the hill, and then you walk through the trees and you come onto that big par 5, and you just go, how on earth? And then you obviously, once you're there and you sort of like teeing off with 15 behind you ready, you're like, that kind of gets you nice and giddy. And then you get around to 17, and because we were playing off the backs, the tee box from where the backs are, it's not the backs, sorry, the blacks are the backs, 7,400 yards. So we were playing off the whites. The tee shot is like almost across the ocean kind of thing, where if you played off the 4 tees, it wouldn't necessarily be there. So that was an awesome experience. A good amount of like challenging holes, but like still gettable. Phenomenal. But yeah, I think personally, it's absolutely, because in 3 years' time, I'm not going to go, oh, I can't believe I spent that much money.
Absolutely,
you just go, like, what an experience.
Memory,
but yeah, that part does make me upset. And I also think the pro shop stuff, like, you've been there, I get it. I absolutely, completely understand, and I get it why they do it. But it is so overpriced, it's ridiculous to be able to leave with, like, souvenirs after you spend that amount of money. It should, like, come with, like, a 20% discount thing or something when you pay for your green fee, or, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, trip of a lifetime, all phenomenal, all would highly recommend. And if you can get there this year before the price goes up, do it. Absolutely.
It's great. First of all, I'm so happy that you played such good golf, because, like I said to you before you went, the worst thing you can do is go to those golf courses and be upset if you don't play well, because it's going to ruin the experience. The fact that you did play well and played well all weekend is great. But I feel a little bit on this matter, I almost don't think I've got a right to comment, because I've played some of the greatest golf courses in the UK and some abroad as well with Rick. I've been so lucky to play them, and it's no secret I've not paid. That we've been gifted tee time to make content there, and obviously, so I've played Turnberry, the old course, you name it, Carnoustie. You've just played so many great golf courses and not paid. So it's a bit rich for me to come on and say, I wouldn't pay that to play there, or I would pay that, because I don't know what I would pay. I really don't know. But I hear your point about the kind of thing that you feel almost guilty or bad that people can't play these golf courses. But I suppose ultimately, the businesses, aren't they?
Yeah,
and they will know Like when these golf courses raise their prices or put them up to whatever they put them to, they know there's demand and people will fill them. They do so much, obviously, research on it and stuff as well. And it's no secret, again, the vast majority of people playing these golf courses are the Americans, wealthy businessmen who'll come over, maybe do a trip of 10 days or 14 days and play everywhere and everywhere. And to them, 400, 500, 600 quid, it sounds crazy. It's nothing for a round of golf because they're so rich. And it does make it harder for regular folk, you know, people with more modest wallets to go and play these golf courses. And it is a shame and it's sad, but at the end of the day, I'd love to drive around in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but I don't. You know, I've got an all right car, but that's just life, isn't it, I guess? But the beauty of that is there's so many amazing golf courses you can have great experiences at that are much more affordable. You know, I'm not for 1 second putting Dunstanburgh Castle on the same list as Kings Barnes. Like Dunstanburgh up in the northeast is a much, much, much more budget-friendly golf course that at parts, albeit small parts, has that similar feel to like a Kings Barnes. You're right on the ocean. You can see such amazing scenery. And if you go to that kind of golf course with the right group of people, you can have equally as great of a time. So it's one of those, really. I think what you've done, I think you did it really well. You know, you've gone, a few of you, for a friend's 30th, a real kind of landmark birthday. You have forked out, you've paid top dollar. You've gone a bit crazy in the pro shop, but you said you'll have those memories forever. You'll have that merch for forever. But, you know, you've got that scorecard that you can memorise, your 80 on a great track. So I think the long and short of it is, it's whatever right for the person, isn't it? And it's a bit like that with anything in golf. You know, we talk about golf equipment a lot being expensive, and, you know, new golf clubs are expensive, but you don't need to have them. You can go and play golf with old second-hand golf clubs and still play good golf. You can go and play golf courses that are much cheaper. So it's a tough one.
Well, for example, that's a terrible example. I was going to say we played the Himalayas at St Andrews, and it cost £5, and it was phenomenal.
That's not a bad example. That's a perfect example. You could go with the family and play there, and it's great.
It was almost the most fun we had because there was like no expectations on people playing bad. It was just like all fun, you know. So and that's the main thing, isn't it? It's just having fun. And
no, it is.
I had a lot of fun. I did something new, which I don't know how you feel about it, and I feel like I want to do more of it. Bigger courses I visit, and I wish I did it at the earlier courses, but Kings Barnes, I bought a flag and sort of like got the boys to sign it and like write their scores on it and stuff.
That's good.
I was like, why didn't I do that before? I feel like there's a nice little, you know, for the big courses we're lucky enough to go to. That's something I might do going forward. I might run out of room, you know, lucky enough to go to so many amazing places.
The thing is, I mean, there's so many now golf courses that are starting to, I mean, I remember when I used to think £100 a lot of money for a round of golf, and I still do, if I'm honest with you. But there's so many golf courses who charge £300, £400, £500 north of that. But again, people must be paying it. The day that they get to a price point where people stop paying is the day when they'll bring the prices back down. And it's a bit, you know, you hear about people, obviously I don't drink, but people saying that the prices of pints is going stupid. Well, people must still be paying it in pubs, otherwise the pubs would have to reduce the prices. But it is a strange one. But do you feel now that you've got the bug to go and play more of these elite golf courses, these top courses? And if so, what was your mindset like playing that golf course? Did you feel in a sense of, not pressure, but did you feel like, I have to soak this up today because I've paid so much to play here? Did it feel different on the golf course? Did you want the golf rounds almost be slow so you could save every minute of it? Or did you just carry on playing golf normally?
It changed. Dumbarnie, I feel like really embraced it. You know, the caddies helped. You know, we just like, you know, chatting with friends and enjoying it a lot. Kings Barnes, we tried to make sure we got there really early to everything. Like we got there, gave ourselves like half an hour to walk through the shop, like have lunch, have a drink, then like go to the range when we're comfortable, you know, like really made the most of the day. But Kings Barnes went quick. I feel like before I knew it was like the 8th hole. And it's tough as well, like, it sounds a bit lame, but like because I got off to such a great start, and of course you want to shoot a great score around these places, I was almost like locked in a little bit, you know, like trying to play really well because the start was really nice. So it's like, I feel like everything just kind of like flashed by a little bit, and I was like, oh my goodness. But the mindset doesn't change. Like I was nervous. I was really nervous on the first at Dumbarnie because I would say the first tee shot itself at Dumbarnie, I would probably say is better than Kings Barnes because the view looking down at everything and, you know, the clubhouse directly behind you with everyone, and it's just like a real like magic moment. Of course you're nervous and you want to play well, but no, not really. I think once you get in, as long as you go into the pre-round with the mindset that you want to like if you go in saying, "Oh, I just hope I play well today," maybe not. But I think going in, we're just like, we're gonna have a great time with the boys. That's what we're there to do. Like, we're on holiday to have fun. Like, that's why we're doing it. We're not going there to play the monthly medal, you know. So, no, it's really good. Honestly, I would so highly recommend it to anyone. All 3 courses, absolutely brilliant. Hopefully they bring the price down. Who knows? One day, hey.
I was just looking then while you were talking. That's why I might have looked rude. I was looking at my laptop because I went onto Google and typed in top 100 best value golf courses to give some other options for people. And actually, what was interesting on today's Golfer website, they've got an article of the best 100 under £70.
Oh, nice.
And in at number 3 is another golf course you've played recently, Cavendish.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's a £65 roughly around, which again, for some people is going to see a bit much still, but much, much, much more affordable. You played that recently.
Yeah.
Great golf course by all accounts.
I played it like 4 or 5 times. It's absolutely brilliant, honestly. I think it's a course. Oh, we gave a shout out on the Hit podcast not long ago. It's a course that Alistair McKenzie designed just before Augusta and sort of like took inspiration from at Augusta. So it's got a lot of great history. It's really beautiful. It's really like in the Peak District here, just south of Manchester. South? Is it south of Manchester? Not really.
Kind of east.
Kind of east,
not?
yeah, east. Yeah, really, really pretty. Great value. Great clubhouse. And that's a really great course to try and play.
Number 16 on that list, one I already mentioned, was Dunstanburgh Castle. That is apparently currently £45 weekdays, £52 weekends. Honestly, that golf course. Have you played Dunstanburgh or not?
No.
No, that is seriously great. Again, for the price point, it's unreal. There is so many, and you know, again, you can spend a lot, you can spend a little bit, but there is so many fun golf courses out there. So
there is.
Do not fear, people. You can get on some great courses without spending a fortune.
I have a story for you, which you said earlier that this could be the title of the podcast, but maybe I'm going to come in with a late challenger for the title, because for me, I watched this video and people might have seen it. It probably went viral over X and other social media platforms over the weekend and the last week of what I think is probably one of the craziest golf cheating stories, scandals I've ever heard. You said you started watching the video and you've said there was something that thought it was AI.
Well, I saw this story going viral on Twitter, and it was like a guy doing like a kind of selfie video talking to camera, and and it had a lot of engagement. So I'll watch this. And as I put it on, in the bottom left-hand corner, it said "made with AI," and I just thought, "Oh, is this some stupid like trick where you watch it?"
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just stopped watching it after like 5 seconds, foolishly.
Yeah.
But please hit me with it, because obviously it's real.
Yeah, this is real. There's been a few articles on it now. I'll read you the story and you can sort of tell me what you think here. So
excited.
It's a member championship at Winghaven Country Club in St. Louis.
Okay.
Last weekend, a +2 handicap pulled off a fake ace on the 4th hole. So at Winghaven, they have a hole-in-one pot of like money that you can win. He was obviously not going to name him because there's been a lot of backlash, as you can imagine. So we'll keep it nameless.
We'll call him Ben Wright.
Yeah, let's call him Ben Wright. Actually, let's not do that. So he was the first tee time of the day,
Right.
and he knew that in advance.
Okay.
So before the round, he told his group of playing partners that his grandmother was seriously unwell and that he might have to take a call some stage throughout the round, but he wouldn't know when.
Okay.
On the 3rd green, so the hole that he's faked it on is the 4th.
Okay.
It's a par 3 4th. On the 3rd green, he said the call had come and he was going to take it, but for the pace of play's sake, he was going to run ahead to the 4th tee while the group finished up on the green, and he was going to hit his shot and he'd meet them up by the green while he took the phone call. So the group behind, the group he was with, would finish up on the green, hit their tee shots, and then by the time they got to the par 3 green, he'd be done by the call, hopefully. So when the group caught up to the green, they said, "Oh, where's your ball?" And he said, "Oh, I finned it. I hadn't seen where it finished, so I don't know." But when the group got to the green, they found a divot mark, and his ball was in the cup.
Like a pitch mark?
Yeah, pitch mark, a divot mark.
Yeah.
Pitch mark. And his ball was in the cup. Hole in one. They're all celebrating, but there's obviously a bit of like, "Oh, but we didn't see you hit it." So what they did, they went to the superintendent, that's what they call it, right, on the golf courses out there. they had security camera footage from the maintenance shed on the 4th green, and it showed him driving up to the green early in the morning, hours before his tee time, and placing his ball in the cup.
Oh, my word.
So he's just obviously hit his shot, probably tried to blade it on purpose, land on the green.
Yeah.
And then he's tried to claim the hole-in-one and the
I thought you were
prize
going to
pot.
say that he hit the shot while they were on the green and then ran down and then put one in the hole. Not that he'd already done it earlier that day. Oh, my days.
So they've rescinded his membership. He's come out publicly and apologised, and obviously, because there's been a lot of backlash. And
have you seen that apology anywhere, or can you find that? Not that we need to put it in this podcast.
I'll be able to, but
oh gosh,
because obviously been a bit of backlash and things like that. So,
and how much was he in to win then? If it was a,
it doesn't say from what I saw, but absolutely crazy story. He's come out and been, what did he say? I can find it here somewhere, but is that one of the? I think for me, when I was reading that, I was like, that is one of the craziest stories I've ever heard.
That is it. The effort that he's gone to fake it is insane.
Yeah, so he went on ESPN radios the morning after.
The guy has the cheat.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Because it obviously had spread news, so he's just come out and
just owned it.
Because they would have seen the footage and
What's the golf course called again?
Winghaven.
It's obviously if it's Google that, it's probably going to come up.
I think that's right, isn't it? Winghaven? Yeah, Winghaven.
That's crazy. Now he's paying for it. Oh no.
So he come out and said there was no motive beyond his side. Called it complete stupidity.
Oh no, he's actually gone on to the. Oh no, so he's actually gone on to the radio and talked about it.
I think so. I've not actually seen the radio interview.
Oh my!
I was just reading the article about it this morning.
Gosh, I need to watch this after.
Yeah,
oh my word!
One of the, honestly,
does his name begin with the Z?
I've not actually seen his name. The article I read.
I think I found it.
Not.
Oh my word! I'm gonna have to watch that later on. He's actually gone on to radio, like a podcast to speak about it.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Terrible. What?
Unless it's the only thing you can think of is that he's done. Oh, I don't know. Is it some PR stunt for the golf club or something? It would be great if it was. Oh my gosh!
But for me, I don't even know what you say to it because it's just so almost damning in itself. The story. It's like
what
not even a debate.
It's a yellow ball as well.
Is it? Oh no!
What the heck?
It's just a shame he's done it with the whole the grandma unwell kind of thing as well, pulling that card and shame really.
Oh, well, fair dues. Yeah, I've got some emails for you, Ben. So,
please.
We've had a bit, speaking of backlash, we have had a little bit of backlash actually. Yeah, we have. So we need to address this big style. We had an email in asking about was it cheating or not to kind of put your handicap up on purpose.
Yes.
So playing a comp, play bad on purpose, so therefore your handicap goes up. We kind of sat on the fence a bit with it and maybe said it wasn't technically cheating. People are not happy. We've had an email in from Tommy, not Fleetwood, but Tommy Flint, says, I am shocked. He's put, G'day, Rick, Guy and Ben. I need to address some recent opinions that Guy and Ben expressed on the most recent podcast. For a little context, I'm a huge fan, listening to the podcast for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Although, touching in on your last episode, I was shocked at how lightly you let the anonymous writer off of his question on whether sandbagging is okay or not. So Tommy was very unhappy. I saw lots of comments on the Facebook page, etc. People not happy with us about that. So you've now got your chance, Ben, to come on national radio, aka the Rick Shiels Golf Show podcast. So Ben, do you think it's okay for people to sandbag their handicap and have an illegal handicap that's higher than what it should actually be? Now's your time to answer that.
Absolutely bloody not.
Yeah.
Of course. Don't be so ridiculous,
exactly.
Guy.
Yeah, you've never said that, have you?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, never.
Cheat? Whoever wrote that in should be banned from listening to the podcast forever.
Yeah. Tommy Flint.
Oh,
no, the actual...
the actual guy, not Tommy. Sorry, Tommy.
Flint. No,
sorry.
Do not
Absolutely
kick off
not.
Tommy Flint.
The original guy. Shame on you.
Yeah.
I think he should go on public radio.
Yeah, and apologise for sandbagging.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Now
Don't crawl back now and change your opinion.
No, but I don't think we were like, oh yeah, mate, like go on, bloody do it. I think we were kind of like on the fence, weren't we, a little bit? I was like saying, I think to like tell him to NR or something, but I can't remember what we said. But look, absolutely, it's not right. Of course not. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't really know. I didn't think it was. My vision of sandbagging, because I've never like come across it or never like had the experience of like witnessing someone or knowing someone or seeing an example of sandbagging. My idea of what sandbagging was
teabagging.
My idea of sandbagging was someone that does it over, 10, 15 rounds.
Oh, so to cheat once is okay?
Well, no, absolutely not. But what I'm trying to say is that's what I've almost thought, and I like people to give themselves like a 30 handicap and then go out and play off 10. And
what about then? So not necessarily, that's cheating. I'm not going to name any names in the podcast now. What about stealing? What about people that go to a golf club and jump on without paying for 9 holes?
Oh, I hate
is that allowed?
Yeah, definitely not.
No. Is that theft?
Yeah, that's not theft, but it's cheeky nonsense is what I would say.
So if you're playing at Bury, you see someone just sneak on and go,
well, I wouldn't know if someone snuck on. I'd just assume they paid their teat time.
Well, if he had a hat on today, I'm not a member.
Anti-member, come on in. No, I don't agree with any of it. Of course not. I think in the bigger picture, like, don't be a nit.
You know why? This is probably not going to. This might sound a bit weird, but probably why I didn't think about it as much as maybe I should have done is I've not played a golf comp for ages and ages and ages and ages. But when I was last playing golf competitions at my club, which is probably like 10 years ago plus now, which is mad to even say out loud, this is going to sound weird, was never that bothered about winning comps. I was more bothered about what I could shoot in a gross capacity.
Yeah.
So say if I came third, let's just say, with, 38 Staleford points and a guy won with 44, it never used to really bother me. So it's like, well, I just want to shoot as low as I can shoot, and then that's irrelevant where I finish.
Yeah.
Because obviously most people don't think like that. Most people just want to go out and try and win a golf comp. Of course they do. So if you do have a great round and have 40 points and the guy gets 44 and you know there's a bit of a rumour going around, he's a bit of a sandbagger, you're probably more inclined to feel annoyed, which I understand. So maybe it's a bigger issue than we thought of. It's also something I've never really seen happen before. Like, everyone's blood boils when you think of an actual cheat, kicking the ball out of bounds or writing a dodgy score down. So it's quite easy to visualise. I don't think I've ever met anybody, maybe I have that I've not known about, but I don't think I've ever met anybody who is a sandbagger who wants their handicap to be higher than it is. It's like, surely everyone wants the handicap to be lower. I almost understand, if you're cheating to make your handicap lower, I think that almost makes more sense than higher.
Yeah, that's what, it's like, almost never come across that sort of situation. Like, it's weird to like visualize someone like out on the course just like
wanting to play bad.
Like smash that OB. Oh no.
I know. Yeah, I don't get that. Speaking of hole-in-ones, though, and not cheating hole-in-ones...
You need to say sorry first. Look down the camera and say sorry.
I'm sorry for encouraging sandbagging. Yeah. I don't encourage sandbagging at all.
Don't sandbag.
Don't sandbag. But speaking of real hole-in-ones, Scott Hamilton has been in touch via email, podcast@rickshiels.com. Please feel free to send emails. We've had loads more emails recently. We love it. So keep emailing us. But Scott has said, hi all, great podcasts and videos. Thank you, Scott. Great emails. He has said, maybe one for Guy and Ben, but wanted to share a story for the weekend. The father-in-law achieved his first hole-in-one after 50 years of trying.
Good man.
Imagine when he said 50 years of trying, if he actually meant as the guy stood in a hole for 50 years, just hitting balls just over and over again. A huge achievement for him. It is. Well done, Mr. Father-in-law. But then he goes to say, on the same day, on the same hole, 2 other hole-in-ones were achieved, making 3 on the same day. The hole in question is 175 yards, downhill par 3 at Halifax West End Golf Club, hole number 10. Has anyone ever heard of this happen before? ChatGPT says the odds are around 1 in a trillion for this to happen in one day. Well, first of all, congratulations, Mr. Father-in-law of Scott Hamilton.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 in one day. I think I've heard of 2 in one day at a golf club. That feels like something that happens occasionally.
And you see that like 2 in one group.
Yeah, they do. That feels like it happens a lot weirdly.
Yeah,
it shouldn't do.
A bit suspiciously sandbagging.
But 3 in one day, I don't know. You know where I always struggle with odds? Hear me out on this. When it says 1 in a trillion, is it actually 1 in a trillion? Because if you said, right, we are going to have a day today, we have everybody play the golf course, and we want to try and see if 3 people get a hole-in-one on a hole, right? If everyone out with that mindset, that feels like those odds probably would be right.
No, because you're like skewing the odds then, aren't you? I think that's how that works.
Well, I don't know, but in reality, when that third guy teed off that day, that third person got a hole in one, did he know that two of the guys had a hole in one? Because it's not just a fresh golf shot where the history is irrelevant. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like with, I always get, this is what always catches me out. You know when you flick a coin and it's like, it's 50-50 which way it'll land. And in theory, over 100 goes, it should be roughly 50-50. 50 of what heads, 50 of tails. But if I threw heads 10 times in a row, you might think, right, it's got to be tails next. But surely every spin is fresh. History's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So that third hole in one for that guy, who's a random guy, I don't know, I'm confusing myself a bit.
Yeah, you're kind of just making sense to yourself.
Yeah. I don't really know.
Yeah, you started
with...
with...
Is it really a trillion to one? Is the point? That's
to have 3 hole-in-ones in one day.
Yeah, but not the same guy, just different people.
Yeah. Probably, yeah, because it will be like the odds of 1 hole-in-one, which is whatever it is. And then when you time those odds, it is. It's not...
All right, then, hear me out. This is why I prove it's not true.
1 in a trillion is a lot, though. That doesn't seem right.
Right, okay. Imagine if you actually had that. I can guarantee, I will bet my life that there's golf clubs on this planet that have had that before happen.
Yeah, you're probably right.
There's not been a trillion
but just because
days of golf happened.
Just because that's the odds doesn't mean it can't happen.
True. But then the odds should be lower.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the best over odds. It feels like it's high odds. It's unusual to happen. But 1 in a trillion seems a bit ridiculous. If it was the same, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm confused. I just thought of something from last week. I don't know if we're allowed to speak about or not.
Before you do, actually, I'd just like to call you out again while we're here. While
great,
we're having
sure, please.
One more.
Arrest me, officer.
One more. You are arrested under the accusation from Nicholas Smith.
Cheating at King's Barnes.
No, he's not replied to another message on the Hit Golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Instagram.
Who now?
From Nick Smith, a.k.a. Shafty Boy. Actually, maybe if he's called Shafty Boy, you might well have decided to ignore that message.
It's probably gone to like the blocked DMs.
You get a message of Shafty Boy saying, hey, Ben.
Shafty Boy. Yes. I replied to the Caddy's Revenge.
Great. Did you apologise?
I did. Shafty Boy.
Apparently that's what he's called. Nicholas Smith.
I've been trying to do a good job of replying to people.
On July the 25th, he sent you a message, and he's put Nick in it, and then but underneath he's put thanks of the podcast, Nick, a.k.a. Shafty Boy. So
terrible name, Nick. I'm sorry.
I
don't have any messages from Nick. Sorry, Nick. You've probably been blocked after being called Shafty Boy. I've been trying. Listen, if you have any questions, I try my best to reply.
Do you
know? Oh, N-I-K.
N-I-K. It's not N-I-C-K. Maybe I don't know.
Nick Smith.
Yes, Nick Smith, Shafty Boy. You know Shafty.
The Homo Golf. That's his name on Instagram.
Right, okay.
Let's answer his question here, shall we?
Right, okay.
Okay, sorry. It was in the requests thing, that's why.
Okay.
Hey, Ben, you asked for a question, so here it goes. It's about shafts. He is the shaft boy. Sorry, we probably should save this for Friday, but we'll answer it quickly. We talk about equipment all the time, but a driver head doesn't matter if it's on the wrong shaft for a player. What are your boys' thoughts on shaft? What's better, old clubs on a properly fitted shaft or new club heads on a cheap shaft? If shafts are important, why do we give so much time to Nick in Miami, Florida? So what's more important, shafts or heads?
Heads.
Yeah, heads. Absolutely.
I would say so. I think shaft is important. Obviously it is.
Yeah.
But the way I always think of this example is I would rather a golfer have a perfect head on the golf club, so the right loft for them, even if it's in an extra stiff shaft or a really whippy shaft, versus having the perfect shaft. So let's just say you are a stiff flex, having a stiff flex shaft, but I'm going to go crazy here.
Yeah.
A 1 degree driver.
Or
You're obviously not going to hit it well.
But not even that, but like a LS head.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like if you're on the wrong head, it's like, well, you're just stuffed, aren't you?
Yeah, shaft is important, and there'll be people listening whose blood will be boiling now, but I think head is definitely more important.
Yeah. It's tight, isn't it? But I think you can tweak more with... Like, I tweak with shaft when...
You tweak your shaft a lot.
Yeah, I do tweak my shaft a lot, both at home and in the studio.
In the studio bit's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go into the...
That's fine. I try to do it when no one's around, but I sometimes can't help myself.
The noise
but
that you make when it's tweaked. And
yeah, I just like to... I like to be able to feel where my head is connected to my shaft all the time. That's a nice feeling. Sometimes my shaft gets a bit whippy and my head's a bit all over the place.
For how big you are, I'm surprised that your shaft isn't longer.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, I really do.
Because your driver's shaft is just standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you? Standard length shaft.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be a couple of inches longer than you are.
No, I am on the smaller side of shaft.
Yeah.
I do get told
You
that a
are
lot.
stiff though.
Yeah.
Really
extra
good.
stiff, actually.
Yeah, very stiff.
Anyway, let's stop that. If I don't reply to your DMs, I'm sorry. You can also message
play with
me
a shaft.
privately. You're back on Instagram now.
Yeah, I am, yeah. 9 months off nearly.
You gave me a little shout out on Instagram, which is nice. Thank you.
Did you get loads of followers?
I did get a few followers.
Thank you.
But if you want to send me a message, I tried to. Someone asked me about Tacomas the other day. I tried to reply. Ben Wright Golf on
Do you remember
Instagram.
when you were a humble guy? And now you're like, I'll try and reply.
No.
I'll spend £500 on a tea time.
I'll save it. What I was going to say is, last thing, are we allowed to speak about
Well, you were
Thursday?
Thursday. Gone or coming?
Gone. Last Thursday.
Yes, I think. Yeah. Well, we can say that you filmed for the main channel.
I'll let you say it.
Well, on Thursday, we said it was happening. We didn't know if it would make the light of day or not, and we still probably don't. We filmed for the main channel a couple of videos of Rick versus Ben. At the Mere, we can say where it was.
Yeah.
It was the Fairmont Cheshire, aka the Mere. It's been recently redeveloped, and I couldn't believe it. As someone who's been to the Mere many, many times before, the golf course was the same, but the actual buildings, and it was so weird going. It was so different, but so nice. Such a stunning place.
Brilliant.
We did 2 videos. We will chat more about them later down the line, but your golf in the first video in particular, Ben, I was very impressed with. Under the pressure and the lights, camera action, to see you play some solid golf. Your game's improved. I will give you your flowers because it was impressive to see you play.
Thank you. I was clinging on. I was very shaky, very nervous, but we hung on. Second video, let's hope that never sees the light of day because that was a tough watch, but we had fun.
I would like to make a confession.
Please.
Although I'm not playing a lot of golf, but I'm playing a bit still, and I'm thankfully hitting it quite well, actually. Quite happy with how I'm playing, in a nutshell. And I don't want to sound cocky and egotistical.
No,
I would very much imagine I would beat you at the minute. But, and here's the but, and this is where the confession comes in. Where I've seen your game heading the last 3 to 6 months, and if you can keep this level of passion and joy and love for golf and continue practicing lessons and searching for refinement, I do think by next summer you could give me a good hiding. Because I've seen signs in your game. I saw a few things at the Mere, because I've not seen you play a lot recently actually outside. A few of your drives hit the Mere, you nailed it long, straight, under a bit of pressure. Your putting was very, very good. A few weak iron shots, granted, but I think you can fix that.
That's what I'm fighting at the moment.
If you can get all that firing on all cylinders, you will definitely beat me.
I think if we played now, you would probably win 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Well, here we put it this way. I will be very happy shooting 80 at Kings Barnes, which you did. Very, very, very happy, and could easily shoot a lot more. And if my driver's off, it could be bloody 90.
I think
so. Somebody
messaged her Instagram and said they just asked for like a tip for like golfers out there. Like, what's one tip you would like give? And I was thinking about it, and I was just like, the tip that is like, honestly, and the difference on like your handicap coming down. And this sounds so obvious, but keeping the ball alive is honest. I can't believe you think about like, oh yeah, 3 putts and all this stuff. I was like, yeah, that's so important. But off the tee is like that is day and night the difference between like me shooting 80 at Kings Barnes to like 90s. I just had a driver lesson and just like all of a sudden it's like, all right, okay, I can get off the tee, I can keep it in play, I can keep it in the fairway. My bad shots are in the rough, not OB anymore. So I think for me that's like, if you can focus on that, like course management, like you don't have to take driver all the time. If it's 2 iron and it just gives you even like a 6 iron in, whatever, just take it. Like it's honestly so invaluable. It's ridiculous. And
I would also add that I completely agree on the driver stuff, by the way. I think it very much matters more when you go into certain golf courses. So I've played some golf courses where you can hit the golf ball pretty much anywhere off the tee and you'll find it and you can carry on. In those instances, it's not as important, obviously. You go to a golf course like a Kings Barnes or a Birkdale or some real hard track where you have to be in play, and your driver can absolutely crucify you around.
Yeah.
It can kill you, can't it?
I know it sounds so obvious and it's like, oh, so easy, you know, oh, just hit it and play, like so easy. But I think it's such a like a priority. And I think people sometimes like shy away, don't they, a little bit? Like, oh, I just can't hit driver. And like shy away. And it's like, I think it's so important now. And I think I've come to realize the same thing. Like, you just can't.
Well, it makes
get away with this.
It sounds obvious, but there's two factors. And all hitting bad drivers, like you or me, hitting driver badly, out of bounds, costs you. But also, even if you kind of got a little bit better, but you need to be at the point where, you know, when you want to get to a better level of golf and you've got a bit of speed, you want to be able to use it as a weapon so that you can get on par fives in two, you know, drivable par fours you can have a go at. Whereas for me now, I've not have a great deal of confidence. And certainly if I hit a couple of bad ones, my confidence is shattered. If I get to a drivable par four, I'm thinking, right, I'll hit an iron off the tee then and then just try and get on in two, rather than going for it a bit more. And if you want to shoot, you know, relatively lowish golf scores, which we all do, you've got to be able to have that extra gear. But it's tough. And standing up, I mean, don't get me wrong, having the yips, putting or chipping is scary and daunting and embarrassing. But standing on a tee thinking this could go quite literally anywhere, it's
terrifying.
Horrible.
It's terrifying, absolutely. And we all have it, you know. But that's important. Something I just want to end on. I know I think we've probably said that like 4 times about ending on just while I thought about the cheating stuff. I know Rick's not here, obviously, but I think a lot of people will be asking. Obviously, Rick's video on Friday went out, played incredible in that video, really, really good. There was a few questions about hole 14, his ball going long of the green, and what looked like on camera, I can't remember what it was, but
it looked like it went into the water.
Yeah, it looked like it went in, and then obviously it was up on the next shot. Hand on heart, I will do a statement for Rick. We've all seen the original footage of the guys were there, the camera guys. It stayed up.
It did.
I think they have
It did.
whatever, it's up. He didn't cheat. It didn't go in the drink. It didn't whatever.
The worst thing was the camera shows it still. Because the cameraman saw the ball stop and then it walked over to the golf ball. We sped that bit up so you don't have to watch the person walking. And then you can see the golf ball there.
Yeah. I think it's because the cameraman almost like goes to put the camera down and as he's done it, he's gone like,
so it looks like a transition.
I'll like go over.
Yeah.
But I think, look, we had the raw clip or whatever. If people want to see it, then they can see it. The whole like uncut clip. But yeah, I think if Rick was here, he'd probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
But just like, I'm sure people will probably be listening today going, oh, Rick, you don't say anything saying it? But 100% on behalf of Rick.
Very true.
Nothing wrong with that.
On that note, we will be back on Friday. We might let our hair down a little bit on Friday. We might have a little kind of Coke each, little Coke Zero, and let our hair down.
Caps
and
backwards.
Yeah, and really just chill out and start swearing a little bit.
Might start sandbagging for Friday.
We
see
should
what I can
maybe
do.
we could vape. Neither of us do. We could bring a vape in. We could have a couple of vapes. We could order a Chinese.
That sounds
we
good.
could bring in some hot babes.
Yeah.
We could maybe turn this into like a nightclub and have some music on and really down and.
All right,
we could maybe start rapping. We could make it a freestyle rap. We could have a little rap battle.
Why don't we make diss tracks for each other for Friday?
Yeah,
I definitely will not do that.
I probably will do that.
I'll let you outro.
That's good. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for listening to the Rick Shiels Golf Show podcast. Minus the Rick Shiels part of the podcast, but you've got a Guy Charnock, you've got a Ben Wright, you've got an hour of free content that we're not going to charge you for. So be thankful, be grateful, be lucky. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.